Mayday, mayday, mayday. Here is Merman. We are going down.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good
And we're back with the lifeboat. Yay.
Yeah, and you've got 50% of the 4 veterans.
Yes. Although we are the better looking 50%.
Yes, we are the. Well, after John yesterday, we are the more astute modelers of
Yes. We're also the less famous.
We're nowhere near as good as the 4th veteran.
Yes. How are you going?
Look, I've still got my mask strap lines on.
You jumped straight out of bed onto the street.
No, I was up early this morning, walked Benji a little bit because Marion was going out, and not long got to the bench.
Cool.
There you go.
Did you do any modelling after we came off yesterday? After you finished laughing at John?
I did watch it back again last night. And I actually noted at one point he did have it on the right way round.
Yeah.
No, I didn't do any more modelling yesterday. I was playing Sniper Elite 4.
Well,
So,
I got dragged kicking and screaming to my favourite scale model shop.
I know. And you got some goodies, didn't you?
Yes. Battle Games. From Battle Games in Chester. Well, Sonny.
Yes. Awfully nice chap down there.
Yes. Do you want to see them? See what I got?
Of course I do. He says, knowing full well that he has actually seen them already, but don't want to give anything away.
I got this book.
That's quite cool.
Guess how much?
How much?
Guess how much?
£5.
Yeah. Well done.
Chicking.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, because if you want to do a what if build, there's some certainly some stuff to look at there.
Yeah. I also got that, which is pretty cool.
That
was £2.
£2. Yes. Quite an old book, but still relevant.
Yes, absolutely. I got the cutest little figure set. This one.
It's an owlbear.
Yeah. Little owlbear family.
Yeah.
So cute.
They look cute and cuddly, but they'll rip you to pieces. Oh, look at that hobnob base there.
I know, right? But it's actually all foliage on it.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, I can see it now.
Yeah.
I thought that's just right for a hobnob base.
Got that, and
This is the next one's the one we were doing a bit of research on, wasn't it?
yeah, I got a Wellywopter.
A Wellywopter.
A Wellywopter. Which is not like me. I don't normally get Wellywopters.
We reckon it's a rebox of the Italieri one.
I think so.
Nice.
Yeah, should be fun.
Oh, yeah. You've got 500 yards of clear space for the rotors.
Yeah, well, it's got 6 rotor blades, so.
Yeah.
So, what is your plan for the lifeboat
Well,
today?
this morning, very briefly before we came on air, I did the black rubber around the lifeboat.
Yeah.
I then, because I didn't like them, I have repainted the railings that I've got on so far on the cabin, and at the moment I'm literally with my pen painting on the sprue all the railings up, and then I'm going to see where I go from there.
Well, I'm going to be doing the decals.
Decals,
I'll do
decals,
that.
decals, call them what you will.
So you can see.
We've got a sticker for that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've also got. I know I've got to paint the bits on the side of the cabin. One's blue and one's blue and one's white, isn't it?
Yeah. The white ones come off for some reason. The right things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll probably do that as well today.
Yeah.
Mr. Marley is out for a meal, so he's going to be late.
Yes.
And Waitrose is maybe along, but he's busy trying to find somewhere to do some modelling because he's got a lot of building.
I did say to him last night that it's about spending time with his mates, chilling out, rather than just about modelling.
Yeah.
But I think
he has got a lot on his plate at the moment, so we may get him, we may not.
Yeah. And Modders hasn't even turned up, so I'm wondering if she's still asleep or something.
I know.
But anyway,
we'll be docking her pay.
Yes. She's already lost one hobnob.
Oh, that was careless.
So what I shall do is I shall go through the chat myself.
I should do it
Ian's
myself.
in. He says hello and good. Hey.
Hey, Ian.
Ian says hello and good morning all. Hello. He says, laughing my ass off. I was third, but now I'm first. Mwahahaha, Duke. Very good.
This bizarre competition you all have.
I think it's brilliant. It's funny. Dieter, then I steal third base. Hey, batter, batter, batter. Dieter, I mean, squirrel on a squirrel. Dieter, fiddlestick, sixth base for Duke. I was holding his seat warm. Julian says, morning all, spot the deliberate mistake. Gary says, Julian. Good morning. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning.
I said, what deliberate mistake? Julian says, the YouTube reminder is set for 2300, not 1100, Mikey. And he says, good morning, chair, farty pants.
I am very, very well.
We're gonna have to make a sticker for that, aren't
we? We don't feel you have to.
I said, look right on my end. That's correct itself. Matthew's in. He says, morning all. Good morning, Matthew.
Good morning, Matthew. Welcome.
Julian says, hi, Matthew. Duke says, oh no, I was bumped off by YouTube. Congratulations, Ian. Sniff, sniff, wipe small tear from left eye. Duke says, good day, all you beautiful.
Ian's got a control for YouTube or something, or he's got shares in YouTube and he's paying them to bump Duke off. Not literally, I hasten to
add. Just in case the police are watching, we are not implying that he is calling for an assassination. Julian says, good day, Duke. Phil says, good morning. Good morning, Phil.
Morning, Phil.
Callum's in. He says, hey, yay, finally catching a stream since God knows when.
Oh, hey, Callum.
Glad to have you with us. Ooh, have you seen he started his own Cults 3D page?
Oh, Callum has?
Yes, he's designing at shells for military vehicles. The artillery shells.
We'll make sure I have a look at that.
Ammunition shells, that's it. Yeah, he's put the link in the Kit Links channel on the Discord.
Right, okay. I'll pay that a visit later on.
If anyone wants something designing, to let them know. We'll have a go at it. Julian says, hi, Phil. Julian says, hi, Columbus. Jim says, good morning, afternoon, evening to all. Hello, Jim.
Morning, Jim.
Duke says, too soon, Julian, too soon. And Julian says, good morning, Jim Striped Skunk. And laugh my ass off. Duke, is John still trying to get his top wing the right way around?
That was so funny.
And John says, hi all, I'll be late for the stream, too embarrassed. Julian, laugh my ass off. Reminds me of a gag about rowing boats on a lake. Only yells, come in number 9. His mate says, we have no number 9. Only yells, number 6. Are you in trouble? Jim says, good morning to you, Julian, in God's country. He's in heathen country. Bandit country. Dieter says, oops, at Scale Modeling Twins, it was a goof, not a capital offence. Penny says, good morning from the glorious Sheraton. Just waiting room service to bring my breakfast. It's a tough life, but someone has to do it.
You down in London again, Penny?
Oh, this just jumped, I think. It has. Julian says, good morning, Penny. 80, I know I'm ex-infantry, but even I can count to 4. Jim, perhaps John Marley was doing his impression of the Monty Python character Wrong Way Norris. Julian, laugh out loud, Jim. Dieter, yep, John celebrating birthday. Yes, early birthday meal today.
Yeah.
Because I actually have his birthday in my calendar.
And for all those that don't know, his birthday is
tomorrow.
Oh, Mr. Marley's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah.
I hope he's bringing cake.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Dan, no, John. I was going to tell him the hull goes on the bottom. Jim, right, mates, on with the show, no matter who is or not on board, literally. Penny says, morning, Julian and all. Hello, Penny. Steve says, hello, guys. Hope you're all well.
Hi, Steve.
Yeah. Julian says, good morning, Mikey and Chair Farty Pants.
Morning.
Which is, Mark says, morning, all. Good morning, Mark.
Good morning, Mark.
Julian, hi, Mark. Callum, currently working on designing a 5cm Pack 38 L60 high explosive and armor piercing rounds whilst watching the stream. Cool. Amelia loves Ariel. Says, morning, gents. Great beard. Do you have grey poop on? I don't know what the hell that is.
Grey poupon.
I don't know.
Got a grey pen.
Case just shouted grey hair. Oh, do you have any grey? Yes. Okay, Kaylee, I've just heard you, love. Yes, I do have some. It is.
I have a few bits of grey hair.
Yeah.
I like to call them silver highlights, but
yes, I do have some salt and pepper in my beard, and especially on the sides of my head. Steve says, I have a bad back, and to make things worse, our cat slept on my back all night, and she weighs a ton, so I'm suffering today. Oh dear.
Sorry to hear that, mate. Get well soon.
Mark says, hello, Julian. How are you getting on? Kaylee says, arg.
All right.
No, she said arg.
Arg. There we are.
Arg. Julian says, I'm doing okay. Thanks, Mark. And you? Kaylee says, leave me alone, people. What? What are you on about, darling? Kevin says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kevin.
Morning, morning, morning.
Jim says, hi, Kaylee. Jim says, Amelia. Smiley face. Smiley face.
Stupid people ring
2 seconds, everyone.
And it went quiet as Mikey received instructions from Swambo. Well, I am Benji sitting today because Marion has gone to see her cousin. So I get the joys of spending the day with a dog.
Yeah. Sorry, Kay
Oh.
came in. She's just a bit upset. That's all.
Was she all right?
That's what it is. Yeah, she's just struggling a bit because they've started on new medication.
All right.
Mark says, Julian, not bad, thanks. Today I shall be mostly decalling. Ooh, so will I. Kay says, hi, Julian. Jim says, Steve, hello and good morning, mate. Julian says, hi, Amelia. Amelia says, hi, Julian. Apparently, my phone thinks that I'm talking to it. Steve says, hi, Jim. Julian says, that's a sticker idea. Is it decal or decal or stickers? Yep, already done it, dude. Look on the store. Steve says, so any of you fancy putting this lifeboat into a diorama with waves? Would be so cool, don't you think? Yeah, it would. And I was saying to Gary before we came on, I've been watching a TV series on YouTube that's now on YouTube from the late 80s and early 90s called Lifeboat. And it's about the Humber Estuary Lifeboat and Salcombe Lifeboat. And it's really interesting. Aid says, just popped on while getting ready for work. Oh my God, he's in his wife fronts.
As long as he hasn't
Mark
popped
said,
out.
doing his elephant impression.
What, the very short-nosed, short-trunked elephant?
Mark says, good morning, sir, to Kevin. AD says, Mikey talking to Zero standby. Yes.
Yeah.
Jim says, Grey Poupon is a type of mustard with a marketing angle towards the upper class, aka posh.
Ooh.
Okay. Amelia, Jim Olcott, I remember you. You always leave quite the impression.
I didn't know Jim did impressions.
Kevin said, morning, Mark. He does an impression of a YouTuber sometimes. Yeah. And Jim says, Amelia, thank you, Amelia. I'm very flattered. Oh, bless you, Jim. You got an admirer. See, you need to start your own channel, dude.
Benji
Hello,
says,
Benji.
morning, Jim.
All right. Are you going to show us what you're working on, Gary? Or are we just going to look at the top of your head all day?
That's a very good idea.
I think it's really wonderful. Right.
Well, using my AK marker pen, I am doing all the railings for this here lifeboat.
Yes. Well, I'm going to be doing the decals, and I'm doing the nearest Shannon Class to me, which is a little lifeboat, which is 1334 Anthony Kenneth Hurd. And I was reading up on it, and the whole boat was paid for in memory of a woman paid for it in memory of her husband. So that was generous. I need to put a mark next to that so I don't get muddled up.
Unfortunately, I have no local lifeboat because,
You're a
I'd have
landlocked.
to do it for the dinghy that goes around Telford Town Park. Benji, shut up. Good boy. I'll be bringing Batsy dogs home.
Oh. Adi says, gotta go. The light shining off Gary's head is blinding me.
How rude.
What do you like? Right, 1334.
I didn't come here to be insulted. Why? Where do you normally go?
Well, this has got to be fun. I've got to put the letters, the numbers on individually.
Make sure you put them up the right way.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that was meant for John.
Problem is, it doesn't even show you where the decals go.
Decals.
Or
Or stickers.
that's yeah. But what about the hull ones
Well, it shows you on the
on the box? But that's
on the
it.
box.
So that's something they need to look at.
They always do it like that on the starter sets, because I'm just doing the Harrier that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Which is not a starter set; it's a gift set.
Yeah.
All the decal placements and everything, and the color call outs are all on the back of the box.
Yeah. That could be white. It is. Well done. I didn't realise that. Because I was thick as mince today, apparently. Let's put that down there where I can see it. Ooh,
Thick as mince.
Thick as mince.
Oh dear.
Right. Knife.
I'm not promising, but I'm going to attempt something very difficult today. I'm going to attempt a full day at the bench.
Ah.
It normally goes wrong when I go for lunch.
Yes.
There you go.
Because you
Jim
stuff your
says-
face and you fall asleep.
Yeah. Jim says, "Good morning, Benji. I think Benji was adding his affirmation of Micah's suggestion that I start my own YouTube channel." Well, this could be it, Jim.
Yeah.
That was Benji. Benji speak for go for it, Jim.
Yes. Tiff says, "Morning, folks. I apologise. My phone died during the night. Be there soon."
No problem, modders. Just note there'll be one hobnob less in your pay packet this week.
Kieran says, "Morning, everyone." Good morning,
Morning,
Kieran. Nice for you to join us at the beginning of the show today. So the last few minutes.
Who was it yesterday? Was it Dorcosaurus?
Yeah, he joined literally 1 minute
joined
before
at the last second.
Yeah. Amelia says, "Jim, you taught Benji the dog to use a computer. I'm very impressed. Benji is Gary's dog."
Yeah. Well, Benji is Marion's dog, but Benji is...
I thought that was you.
No, I haven't got to those dizzy heights, mate. I'm still amoeba level.
You're still at husband level.
Yeah.
Julie says, "Black Rifle Model Works did a diorama for his Shannon Class Lifeboat. I've popped a link on Discord in the video links channel." Nice
Yeah,
one.
Luke is a very, very talented modeler.
Yeah. What I could do is put a boathouse around it.
Well, then you wouldn't
I
see
like
it.
Well, no,
You
I'd
could
do
do
one
a
side
ramp.
open.
You could have it coming down the ramp.
I could.
You could have a boathouse and then a ramp and then the Shannon. Then you wouldn't have to paint the stand that you haven't painted yet.
Well, this is true.
But I think it would be quicker to paint the stand.
It would. But what I'm thinking is 3 sides of a boathouse.
Oh, I see. Like
You
a
know what I mean?
cutaway.
Yeah, or do a little jetty next to it or something.
Then you'd have to have all the equipment in there. Because if you ever
That's
seen a
true.
lifeboat boathouse, it's not just a boat in there, is it? It's
Yeah.
gear and
Yeah, and they'd probably have the inshores in there and things like that as well. So, yeah, what I'd probably do is maybe make a jetty next to it or something. Junior says, "Hi, Kieran." Kieran says, "Yeah, much closer to the beginning this time." And he says, "Hi, Julian."
well, just a question on your lifeboat
Yes.
behind the coxswain's position,
The flying bridge.
the flying bridge.
yeah.
What's just near, right at the back end? What are those little white dots?
The latches.
Are
and
those
hinges.
the latches for the hatches?
Yes.
Oh, the latches from the hatches.
Yeah.
And a
That's,
pestle with
I've
a
done them
vessel.
light grey, so they stand out.
Yes, I might do that. That looks quite good.
Thank you. I appreciate your influence. I couldn't think what it was called then.
Yes, you've got the latches with the catches for the pestle with the vessel.
Jim says, thank you, Amelia. However, the credit goes to Gary Morris. Benji is his canine confidant.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ian says, Luke was very popular at Telford. You were.
Yes. Yeah.
We weren't. We were
Butcher.
just too busy messing around.
Yeah.
I was too busy poking Gary's belly.
And John Mayfield was sticking his finger in the ear.
Yeah. Me and John Mayfield, either side of him, poking his belly from side to side.
If anyone can remember such a thing, think Pillsbury the Doughboy.
Amelia, very noble of you, Jim. You give credit where credit is due.
Please don't give Benji credit.
Yeah, he'll only spend it.
Now, here's the thing. Consult. So see, I nearly made a boo-boo there.
Why?
The actual long aerials are two colours, I've just noticed.
Yes.
Black and whatever grey that is today.
One of your many shades of grey.
Yes, I have 50 of them, you know.
So I've just realised Amelia is a new commenter.
I thought we'd spoken to Amelia before.
I'm not sure. Have we?
Amelia, have we spoken to you before, or is this your first time on this madhouse we call Four Veterans when there's only two of us? That's the joke.
4 divided by 2 veterans.
Oh, dear me. Right. Next job.
Julian says, have a wall with a ramp on it. Wall could be scratch built or bought as a house wall. Yeah,
that's a very good suggestion.
It is. Tiff's upsetting the locals, saying, "Tiff, don't forget to hit that. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe too."
Yes, don't forget, folks, just to upset someone, like and subscribe.
He says, "I still can't get over how tall Nigel of the modelling bench fame is. 6 foot something." Yeah,
I never actually bumped into Nigel.
but saying that, you're 6'2", aren't you, Gary?
Yeah. But I'm still dwarfed by the god that is Malcolm Childs.
Yes, well, he's 6'7", isn't he?
Yeah.
I tell you what, it's a good job. He's such a lovely, placid guy. Because if he lost his temper, he could do some serious damage. The size of his hands and everything. If he wanted to be like, if he'd gone from a young age starting boxing or something, he'd have done some serious damage. Because imagine the reach on his arms. People just wouldn't get anywhere near him, would they?
Oh, no. Massive. Right. So, it's all railings today, isn't it? I've not got to build anything yet. What the hell's that?
Ah, okay. So, Julian says, "Do not encourage Benji. He barks when he hears Benji, so you mustn't say Benji, Mikey. That's Mrs. Gary's dog, Benji."
Benji's
I
now
love
asleep.
calls Marion Mrs. Gary. She would hate that.
I call her the current Mrs. Morris. Benji's fast asleep now. He's barked himself into a stupor.
Amelia says, "We talked on very interesting gents you were guests on. His beard that day, I still remember. He was the only one with the best beard. Everyone else on the panel was older." Ooh. Okay.
There you go.
Mm.
There you go.
Ian says, "Don't mention the like button." Shh.
Oh, damn it. Does that mean we've not lost another subscriber? Anyway.
Funnily enough, you're not wrong. Because I have checked and it is still exactly the same.
Well, there you go. Anyway, that was yesterday. Old news. It's all about today.
Yeah. In fact, yesterday's stream got 28 likes, so it did well.
There you go.
Oh, and I do believe we've now passed the the channel has now passed the 5,000 watch hour mark.
Hey, look at us, eh?
Not that it makes any difference. 5,000.
5,000? 1,000?
5,000. Yes, 5,033.6.
0.6? Oh, of an hour, yeah. Oh, for God's sake.
Julian says, beg your pardon. I mean Gary's boss Marion. Amelia says, my favourite button is not on screen, trying to be appropriate. Okay.
Woo! Right, so I've got to try and work out what stays and what goes on this. Should I stay or should I go? What the chuffy now?
Amelia says, then I make it awkward. My apologies, gents. Not awkward.
Nothing to apologise for.
Yeah.
You want to see awkward? Wait till John gets here.
Yeah, just mention the like button. Whoa.
That's awkward.
Yeah. Julian, oopsie, Ian mentioned the like button. In the words of Battery Sergeant Major Williams, oh dear, outside,
Never mind.
Right.
So that bit comes off.
Ooh.
Come on, Airfix, give me a clue here.
What are you trying to do now? You're doing the gantry.
Yeah, and I'm trying to work out which bits to remove of the extra, for want of a better phrase, diddly-dees that they've put on there. I think I'll just suss that one.
Right. So the little dots, the front one. Okay.
So
this is going to work quite quickly. Hey, what is it in? She says, I still think the only reason Kay married you is because of your beard, Mikey. No, she hates my beard. Well, she doesn't hate it. She just, there you go. She doesn't like it. I mean, he says, yes, Tiff, the beard is amazing. TBG says, hi, everyone.
Over we go.
Amelia says, we specialise in awkward, that, and vaguely inappropriate.
Oh, we do vaguely we don't do vaguely inappropriate. We just do damn right inappropriate.
Speak for yourself, old timer.
Old time.
Jim says, hello, TBG. Kaylee says, nope, beard is awful.
Old timer.
Hey, well, you're old enough to be my dad, aren't you?
Oh, is there a stream we've done where you haven't said that?
Graham says, morning, everyone. Sporadic viewing today. Very busy getting ready for my grandson staying over. Nice.
Oh, lucky. I had Jake round the other day. That was good fun. Made him sit in my comfy chair because, as you all know, he's not very well with his back at the moment. And he did some... he played Sniper Elite for a little while and then played Days Gone on the PlayStation. So he was killing zombies.
June says, morning, Tiff. Amelia says, TBG jumps into your arms, hugging you. I've missed seeing you. June says, hi, Graham. Jim,
Don't know
good
what
morning.
you're doing,
Hello.
TBG. Don't know what you're doing, TBG, but keep doing it.
Yes. Jim, good morning and hello, Tiff. Matthew, I was not sure if that part was overshot, Gary. Looks like a nub on drawings, but looks like spare plastic
Yeah,
part.
that's where I was getting a bit confused on it, but it's gone now.
Yeah.
I think this part here, whoops, I think that has to go as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just about to tackle that when I can find my diamond file.
Ooh.
I should put down. Yeah.
TBG says, hi, Amelia. Julian, hi, TBG. Bitten through the straps again. Tiff says, hello, Julian.
Hello,
Amelia says, how
Julian.
have you been, TBG? Just a hi and wow. TBG says, yep, Julian.
Oh, Gary, you stupid boy. No. Hey, nonny. It's all gone very quiet. I get worried when it goes quiet because Mikey dropped out a couple of times before we went live this morning. So
Yeah.
I think, might be on my own. What chaos can I cause?
Can you hear me now?
Break into song and
Oh, please don't. For the sake of our audience, please don't.
what's your name? Mick Wilson.
No, you can't be taking the mick out of Uncle Mick.
Uncle Mick takes the mick out of me.
That's because he's Uncle Mick. He's loud.
Oh yeah, okay.
Come on. Don't settle
I
there.
can't find my diamond file. That's because I put it in there, I bet.
Don't settle there.
I have found my diamond file. I have
don't
put it
settle down
somewhere
there.
safe.
Come on. That's about right.
So tomorrow, I will be in the Friends of Models for Heroes Discord working on my Harrier.
Yeah. Same here, probably. That's about right. I just need straightening up. I'll
Actually,
get some
I've
comments
also-
in a second.
I've also got to clean my 3D printer out tomorrow.
Mm.
So I can carry on printing Mike's Little Willy. Make of that what you wish. And some World War One soldiers that I found.
Yes.
And then I might print off or have a look at the file for the tank on the railway trailer, the railway carriage.
Yeah, that looks cool. So, if you haven't heard, we've actually, despite all Gary's protests about doing another train, he's actually started downloading 3D prints for trains.
Yeah, having done the Battle of Britain class locomotive, which I thoroughly enjoyed. At the end of the day, it's different, but just bits of plastic being stuck together.
Yes.
So, I don't think you'll ever get me doing wooden ships, and that's not a challenge.
You know me too well.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I can look at the screen now that I've straightened that up, I think.
Right, I'm really, really confused.
TBG says, sorry, been dealing with social services and doctors for mum. At Mealy.
Oh. Right, so
Tiff says, be right back, call. But I think she's back because she's working. Amelia says, hugs TBG, it'll be okay. You'll get through this with superpower of unlimited hugs.
Oh, Ben, stand by. Someone at the door.
Oh,
Stay there.
TBG says, this is where we hear Gary training his dog, training Benji. Oh. That's on. It should sit quite nicely. It's quite thin. As long as I can work these bubbles out, it will be all right. There you go. Should come out all right. That right. Next bit.
Cheers.
1334. TVG says hi, Amelia. Athol says, "Oh, so this is where all the cool kids hang out." Morning, Amelia and Tiff. Julie says, "I'd really rather not make anything of Mikey's little Willie if it's all the same to you, chair party friends."
Right, what I was looking at, I'm looking at this part here. Right.
Yeah. The radar.
You see there's a little nugget thing under there.
Yes.
Now, on the, I think I've just answered. No, it doesn't look like that. See, this is the bit there that I've got to remove, I think. Now, what I'm saying is, if I could get it to line up right, there you go. Now you can see it.
Yeah.
This part here.
Bit sticking out the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is this bit here. So obviously some of that's got to come off, but it looks like for want of a better phrase, a backwards L shape on the drawing.
Yeah, but looking at it, does that not sit against that plate underneath? Is it sort of like a bridge between the two bits?
I don't know.
Where is our resident lifeboatman when we need him?
Feeding his face and getting drunk in Australia. That's where he is.
No. One of the channel members is actually a crew member on a Shannon class.
Of course, yeah. Sorry, I was.
Julian says hi, Athol.
Yeah, that's that bit. Oh my goodness me.
Athol says morning, Benji and Julian.
That was right. Interesting.
Amelia says Athol.
Let me zoom out.
Julian says there's somebody at the door. Has grot path. Grot.
There's somebody at the door. There's somebody at the door.
Oh, okay.
Grot
Amelia
bags.
says, I'm so happy both my friends are here now. Excellent. They've been here for months. Kevin says, I need coffee. Be right back.
Good
coffee.
idea.
Yes.
Well, hopefully, Amelia, you'll find lots of new friends on here.
Yes. We're a very
friendly bunch.
Yeah. And we've got a great little community going over on the Discord. Athol says, morning, Mikey and Gary, the ex-ATCA air traffic controller's assistant.
I was yes, but I did leave the Royal Air Force as a flight operations manager.
Ooh, sounds responsible.
Yes, I was responsible for all sorts of cock-ups.
I'm sure you were. I don't doubt it for a second. Given the company we keep, it doesn't surprise me. Athol says, morning, Mike. Oh, I've read that one. What's going on here? Julie says, the piece is supposed to be there, Gary. I think it's a thruster to move the boat backwards. No.
No, it can't be, because that's in it.
It's on the radar. It's underneath the radar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if you look, Gary, on part stage 16.
See, I always say to Marion when she's building her book notes, read ahead. I never do it myself.
Yes, I have noticed that about you.
Part 16.
Oh, the boat number for real is 1334, right?
Yeah.
Which means the numbers on the decals are right next to each other. Because
Cool.
13 is already on there. So 34 is right next to each other.
Cool.
That makes things so much easier. Tiff says that would be Darren. There you go, Darren. We need Darren.
We need Darren. Send up a flare.
Yes. TBG says hi, Athol. Matthew says put a photo on Discord how I did it, Gary. There you go.
Oh, right. Okay.
So he's put a photo on of how he did it.
Right.
If that helps.
I shall have a look. I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
I'm going on to the Discord now.
Athol says, Amelia, how is the cold? Mind you, it's your own fault wearing them paper dresses and singing out on the porch in winter. What?
What?
Okay.
No, for some reason, my Discord won't open. Bloody hell. I'll look at it on my phone.
Amelia says, I'm open to making new friends.
Well, there you go. You can't have
too many of them, can you?
That's what I was going to say.
See, I know you so well now.
I know. Oh, I was going to sing then.
Dieter says, stored the photo, Matthew. Thanks for this.
I'm just having a look at it now.
I'm not. I'm doing decals.
Yes, but I need to know.
You were going to say I need help then, weren't you?
No. I need to. What's going on here?
Amelia says, weather means nothing to me. Dancing means everything. Oh.
Got to dance it off. Dance all your worries off. I too watch Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah. Julian says, Amelia, is that Ariel the washing up liquid or the mermaid? Trust Julian. Athol says, morning, James, Mum, and Judo. Oh. Amelia loves Ariel. Says, Julian? What's that? Ariel is a type of washing up liquid. Athol says, hello, Dieter. Amelia says, Athol, why are you being meaner to me than usual? Oh, didn't realise he was.
Oh,
I think he's just joking. Duke says, friends will be friends. Exactly. That's another Queen song.
Yes, we were discussing Queen.
Yes.
Yesterday.
Not the Queen, but Queen.
God bless her soul.
Yeah. And God rest all who sail in her. Julie says, Amelia, in the UK, there's a washing up liquid called Ariel. There you go. So, given that she doesn't know what that is, I'm guessing it's going to be the mermaid.
Yeah. Under the sea.
Julian says, trust Julian. Oh, hell no, Mikey. You don't want to do that. Amelia says, I'm just meaning in my videos I'm dressed up as Ariel singing, so I couldn't see how you could get them mixed up. I don't think he's seen your channel, Amelia, that's why. He's not seen your channel, and then, as he said, we've got washing up liquid called Ariel over here. So. Can't be helped. Dieter says, we are back to Queen songs. Matthew says, Gary, I think there is a fault with those parts. You may want to search interweb for photos from better modelers than me.
Okay,
I'm
mate.
sure your models are perfectly good.
I'm sure the advice you're giving me is perfectly sound, sir.
And if not, he knows where to come.
Right. So that goes on. Right. It's all right. All is good. I've sussed it. That whole bit is removed. Because that then goes in there like that. I believe that's how it's supposed to look.
It's like you... Come on. There you go.
And take a long ride on my motorbike. Actually, It was the wrong way round, but never mind. Ben, shut up, mate, or I will have to
Send him for the cut and shut. Send him for the cut and shut.
No.
Oh, bother.
I've sussed it. It was quite straightforward when you bothered to look at the parts. That's how it should look. So, right.
Yeah, it looks about right.
Oh, Amelia says, "I'm good. I am not mad now." You don't have to be mad to be here, but it does help.
Yes.
Duke says, "Hagrid, I'm in love with my car." Okay.
That isn't that a what's his name? The guy that was in Baywatch. That fool.
Hasselhoff.
Yeah,
Hoff.
he did that song, didn't he? Jump in my car.
Did he?
That was the creepiest song ever. The whole song and video is him pulling up next to a young girl that's like half his age on the street in his car and trying to persuade her to get into his car.
That's a bit weird.
How that ever made it on into the charts, I don't know.
Julian says, talking of Queen, did you see my link yesterday on Discord of Mercury and Bowie doing Under Pressure a cappella? No, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm going to see it. Lena says, as far as Queen, I loved seeing Highlander in the Masters of the Universe music video. Benji obviously liked it as well.
Yeah, apparently so. Yeah, we've read that one.
Athol says, "Oh, go on."
No,
I thought Athol says, "Were you ever mad, Amelia? But everyone is mad to an extent."
That's true.
Julian says, "Not a German film star, Duke." Amelia says, "I'm mad, you're mad, we're all mad here. Alice in Wonderland." There you go.
Yes.
Hagrid says, "Amelia, that is Princess of the Universe. Masters of the Universe is a rather different franchise. Ha ha ha. But got your reference."
Yeah.
Julian says, "I'm not mad. 9 out of the 10 voices in my head say I'm not. Majority rules." Jim says, "Been away at my workbench. Funny how modelling can take my attention away for just about everything." Yeah. Kevin says, coffee, the elixir of life. Absolutely. Don't talk to me in the mornings if I haven't had my first cup of coffee, because I will surgically remove your head. Hagrid says, fooling around in time as I'm living on my own. I'm going slightly mad, but the show must go on. It's a kind of magic, as it's a hard life. There you go. Oh, both Oiled Up Men. This is Amelia. Both Oiled Up Men franchises, so I got them confused. Let me go and see if we got any chip fat. Athel says, oh, morning, Jim from Chicago. Hagrid says, haha, Amelia, fair enough. I'll just cover myself in lard. Jim says, here, here, Keith Trainer. Yes, coffee. Coffee, the elixir of life. Oh, we must have caught up. It's all gone blank. Either that or...
no.
Either that or Modders is on strike for more hobnobs.
Jim says, my first care call of the day is BC, which is, of course, before coffee. There you go.
Oh. Actually, Benji did me a massive favour this morning. About 6:30 this morning, he went downstairs into the hallway and threw up everywhere. So Marion had to get up and clean it all up. Thus, then made me a cup of coffee. So I got a cup of coffee in bed this morning.
Nice.
Cheers, Benj.
Jim says, hello, Athol. How's the weather in your part of Scotland, and how is Hamish? I'm assuming it's Hamish rather than Amish.
It's Hamish. Hamish.
Aye. Dieter says, ride the wild wind, Hitman coming on a bicycle race of fat bottom girls doing the march of the Black Queen over the 7 seas of Rye. I spread your wings and I want to break free. There we go.
Oh.
Athol, 6 degrees and God's yo-yo is out and working, Jim. TBG says, victory got rid of the carers. Oh. Okay, so they're set on top, or setting. So this stand is brilliant, isn't it? The stand on these.
Yeah, it is actually. I bizarre to say, but it's one of the highlights of the kit, and it's a good kit.
Yeah. Athol says Hamish is at work with Celia. There you go. Dieter, Gary is having his Radio Gaga moment. And Jim says, quite right, Mikey, I beg your pardon on the spelling, Athol.
All I hear is Radio Gaga. Radio Gaga. Radio Google.
Third. Oh my god, this would be so much easier if I wasn't colourblind.
It'd be so much easier if I wasn't blind.
Oh.
In fact, talking of that, it would be so much easier just to prove the point here. I'm just going to change camera. It would be so much easier if, while I was doing these small parts, instead of sitting like this, I sat like that. Go into full minion mode.
What would be easier is if on this extra decal sheet with all the different lifeboats on it, if they'd put the names in alphabetical order. Oh, really annoying. And we may get shot at some point.
Oh, it's doing my head in. Benj, please.
Just mute it a sec, Gaz, whilst he's barking. Sorry, buddy. Dieter, read the body language under pressure, yet it is the miracle of the party on Khashoggi's ship. It was quite the scandal, but these are the days of our lives. There we go. Amelia, thoughts on Freddie Mercury biopic? I quite like the film. Duke says, Hagrid, I bow to you for putting so many titles in sentences, although we are the champions. Jim, in my opinion, Queen made many great songs, however, Radio Gaga was not one of them. Okay. TBG says, Mad, I used to wear a white coat and got a certificate to prove I'm sane. Amelia, they made his life seem so sad, like he was never happy. Yeah. I think he was a very, he's a bit of a tortured soul, really, wasn't he, sometimes? Athol says, forgiven Jim, he's been called loads of names by neighbours, one of which is Woofy, which he detests. And Amelia said he needed love. He did. He did indeed. Right. Forgive me, I'm not looking at the chat at the minute. I'm trying to find where the hell this boat name is.
I think he's shut up.
Ooh.
Oh, he's coming here. What do you want?
We wanted attention.
He'll get attention from a taser in a minute if he's not careful. Not that I would ever harm any animal. It was just a joke.
Yes. Dieter, I love Bohemian Rhapsody. Rami Malek did a tremendous job impersonating Freddie, right down to the part he had to sing his songs. Yeah.
Overall, I mean, when you look at the end of the film where they were doing the Live Aid concert, there's a YouTube video with a split screen of Rami Malek's version and the live version with Freddie Mercury, and he's got it down to an absolute T.
Even down to the movements and everything, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of birds before, did you know there's a name for someone who's attracted to birds?
Okay.
They're called pagonophiles.
Doesn't sound good though, does it?
Yeah, but it's a sexual attraction to birds is called pagonophilia.
Sexual attraction to beards. Oh my god.
Yeah, believe it or not, they are out there. Dieter says, P.S. Pagonophile? It is pagonophile, sure it is. Or is that redheads? I can't remember. 2 seconds.
Dieter says, P.S. Radio Gaga is a Taylor song in origin, but the original reference was done by his then infant son and was not Gaga, lol. Julian says, true Hagrid, Malik was superb in my honest opinion. Athol says, all we need is love, love, love. Love is all we need. Lyric, Lennon and McCartney.
Yeah, pagonophile, I was right.
Hagrid says, thanks, Duke. I know almost every song by heart. Duke says, so many artists are tortured souls. They come to life when the camera is on or in front of a crowd. Absolutely.
YouTube's a lot the same, to be honest.
Amelia says, at Athol, let it be the Beatles. Hagrid says, hence I can make pun sentences from the top of my head. Julian says, I thought the word for someone with sexual attraction to beards was weirdo, lol. Jim says, did you? Peter Sellers was an example of a tortured soul. Absolutely, as was Tony Hancock.
I found it.
And of course, the most famous one of recent era, Robin Williams.
Yes. That was a big loss. But he had he didn't know at the time, did he? But he had I think it was Lewy bodies dementia or something, didn't he? The early stages. And they think that's why he did it, because he could feel that something wasn't right, and he started to lose his mind.
Hagrid says Queen also did one song in respect to Lennon and simply called it "Song for Lennon." Next to Life is Real, one of the most emotional songs on Hot Space.
See, Hot Space sounds dodgy.
Duke says, and Spike Milligan, yes, he was tortured as well.
I like Spike Milligan.
See that classic thing when they were doing something honor, giving him some honor or something when he was still alive, and Jonathan Ross was comparing it, and Prince Charles, as he was then, now King Charles, had written, because he was a big Goons fan, he'd written a letter to Spike Milligan, and he said all this, and Jonathan Ross read it all out, and Spike Milligan's response to it after he finished reading it out live on TV was, "Groveling bastard."
I like the fact he played his own dad in My Part in H's Downfall.
Yeah. Amelia says, and Picasso was one of the first, right? Absolutely.
And Van Gogh.
The ear cutter.
Yeah. Van Gogh.
Vincent. Now there's a tune, Vincent.
Yep, Amelia, the ear cutter. Yeah, that was Van Gogh. When Hot Space came out, the band was already living pretty much on the edge with one another. That is reflected beautifully in the movie. Cool. Jamelia says, Jim says,
Jamelia. She was a popstress of the late 90s, early 2000s, I think, Jamelia.
I think you're probably right, to be fair. Although I don't really listen to pop music, so I couldn't confirm or deny it, to be honest.
I had a young daughter then.
Shit. Oh, yes. No, the decals come off.
Oh, no.
Bugger. Rescue.
Living on my own.
Living on the edge here.
A50 is 34, which is A50 is 34. A50 is not here.
Amelia says, wrong tortured soul. And then she says, so many of them. There is. So many people that struggle with reality and life.
Bum.
No, there's not any.
I appear to have a part missing.
Oh. Oh. Will you be complaining to Airfix?
Well, it's the radar.
Oh. Have you just cut it off?
Oh, no, it isn't. It's there. Bloody hell. You see, I was looking for it there, and it is actually there. But I was expecting it to look like a radar. And it does if you orientate the... Anyway, I'm going to shut up now because I'm going to make...
You hold it the right way around.
Yeah, I'm just going to shut up now because I'm going to look like a complete tit.
Oh, dude, I love you.
Where's John when you need him?
Duke says, Freddie Starwood does a great rendition of Vincent. Not anymore, he doesn't.
Yes, that's very funny. That is very, very funny.
Julian, the only Jamelia I know is DJ, I think, on Radio 1.
Yeah, and I think Was not she originally a pop star?
Was she not? Would be the correct.
Oh, right. For crying out loud, Shakespeare.
Was she not the former pop star?
Look, I can't help it if I get my mucking words fuddled up.
Dear me. Right. Lifeboats one. That'll be
DJ Sonic.
Sonic said, "Did someone say DJ? Hey guys, just woke up."
Morning, Sonic.
Why does that not surprise me? Jim says, "Hello, Sonic." Dieter, Michael Jackson was also a tortured soul. We may never know how damaged he was. Same for Whitney Houston or Tina Turner. Yes. They're all damaged souls. Duke says, "Good day, Sonic. Kissy, kissy."
Okay.
Do you know, for once, I'm actually enjoying putting these decals on.
Good. Good to think that many hours of plastic and glue and water and stickers and
I'm just amazed you one day if you're going to lift the camera up and have one stuck to your head. That wouldn't surprise me one day.
look. Is my name Marley?
Oh no, you just put them on back to front if your name is Marley. I hope we're keeping you entertained with it only being two of us, by the way.
Yeah. I have to admit, I'm finding it a lot more difficult with, without John being here, because, who's going to give us our long drawn out technical and historical references? And
I know, right? Tiff says, "Hey, Sonic." Amelia says, "Sonic is Knuckles and Keanu Reeves with you. You were great in Sonic 3. Sonic says, "Kissy, kissy." Julian, in Shakespeare's day, school was easier. For one thing, they didn't have to study Shakespeare. Which comedian was it that said that? Can't remember.
I can't remember. The better looking Marley's here.
Yes.
Good morning,
He says,
Paul.
"My name's Marley."
Yes, it's just not right without us doing the stream without a Marley being present. So you've balanced the.
He's balanced the books.
Yeah. So.
I should be ready.
I believe it's your birthday tomorrow, Paul.
Oh yeah, because they're twins, aren't they? So
yeah. Happy birthday for tomorrow, mate.
Yeah.
Or is it today there yet?
Well, no, because it's not midnight, is it?
I don't know what time it is over there now.
Probably about 10 o'clock. Can't tell without checking. Oh, come on. He's not quite lifting off yet. Oh, no. There we go. Do you want to carry on with the chat, Gary? Whilst I'm doing this one?
Yeah. As I say, Paul says, "My name's Marley." And Hagrid says, "Or Walt Whitman, Edgar Allan Poe, and Ernest Hemingway." Yeah. Timmy's in. Hello, guys. Boats are looking ace. Thank you, Timmy.
Cheers, Tim.
Jim says, "Hello, Paul." The better looking Marley. Julian says, "Hagrid." Also, I think Amy Winehouse. Yes.
Yes, definitely.
But I think there was also some bad management of that person in their career. Not well on there. Julian says, "Evening, Melbourne Marley." Athol says, "Afternoon, Sonic." DJ Sonic says, I must have been crap in the first and second then, lol. Hagrid says, Amelia, how dare you forget Jim C. Julian Hall, that was Kunk on history, Mikey. Yes.
Yeah. That fucking, what's it called?
Comedian, isn't she? Or comedian.
I wouldn't call her a comedian.
Philomena
I
Kunk.
wouldn't call her a bloody historian either.
No, she's not. It's comedy, isn't it? It's
yeah. I can't get past the fact that she's butchering history. It spoils the comedy for me, the fact she's butchering history.
Oh dear. Julian says, hiya, Sonic. Oh, there you go. Paul says, thanks, folks. It's 11:15 p.m. here in Melbs.
There you
So
go.
3/4
Even
of an
without looking
hour.
at the clock, anyways.
3/4 of an
Go
hour.
on. Yeah.
Athol says, happy birthday, Paul Marley. Have a good yin.
Mm.
Julian says, hiya, Tim. Hagrid says, well in advance, happy birthday to the scale modelling twins. Yes.
Yeah.
DJ Sonic says, another January birthday. Amelia says, the first had you quoting Keanu Reeves in Speed, so it can't exist. In the same universe where Keanu voices Shadow, he recognised the voice. My head's spinning now. Duke says, they say it's your birthday, John and Paul.
They do.
My name's Marley. Is that a confession, Paul? Lol. It might be after John's performance yesterday with his Poker wing.
Oh, yeah. I don't think Paul was on yesterday, wasn't he? Was
No,
he
I don't
to see
think- Yes. Has John confessed to you, Paul, about his little faux pas yesterday?
it?
Duke says 11:17 here at the moment. Hagrid says, Julian Hall, wrong lever, thud, cough. Ha ha. Amelia says, I'm a dancer, not a brainiac.
Yeah, you don't have to be a brainiac.
You don't have to be a brainiac, be on a werewolf as thick as custard.
Mm. I just happen to really like history.
John says, hi all. Hi, John.
Hello,
Welcome. And John has just subbed. Well, thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, buddy.
Very kind of you.
It is.
And Sonic says, welcome, John.
Mm.
And Hagrid says, I think their birthday is February the 1st, not Jan anymore. Haha.
Yes, that's tomorrow.
And Julian says,
Oh,
no,
okay.
Sonic, tomorrow. So the 1st of February,
Yes.
which means we're out of January.
Yes, it does.
The longest month ever. Athol says, hi, John. TBG says, he fucked up, lol. He certainly did.
He did.
Timmy says, I love Kunk. It's hard to believe I'm walking through the ruins of the first ever city, because I'm not. That's in Iraq, which is miles away and fucking dangerous. Emperor's New Groove.
Yeah.
Hagrid says, I shared the link yesterday with Miranda and Stephen. Shh.
Ooh.
Stefan. Sorry, Stefan.
Stefan, yeah.
Duke says, custard. Mm.
I like custard.
Athol says, don't forget the singer as well, Amelia, and pretty voiced, I might add. Paul said, I'd gone to bed, so I missed the end of it, but John sent me the link and asked me to look at 2 hours and 2 minutes. Piss funny. Yeah. Hagrid says, oh, Kunk. I read that as Kronk, hence the lever pun. Julian says, I scrolled back to watch yesterday and my first thought was, the ailerons are on the front, lol. absolutely hilarious.
Hmm.
DJ Sonic, oh, here we go. Cunt sounds like a rude word. Don't know what it is, but I like the sound of it. Right, moving on. We always rely on Sonic.
Yes.
Amelia says, sweet squeaker squeak.
How are we doing for likes today, I wonder?
I don't know. I can't see them. I've not got full control.
Mm.
You're at the helm. I'm just communications officer today.
Yes. Well, no, Modders is in the background, so.
Of course she is. Our own little
don't you belittle Modders.
Our own little Lieutenant Uhuru. Amelia Loves Ariel says, Chipmunk speak from Emperor's New Groove. I'd have to take your word for it, Amelia.
Okay, so we've got 28 people watching at a minute and 17 likes.
Mm.
Mm.
And there's only 2 of us. If we could get more watching than we normally get with John's not here. DJ Sonic, you absolute cunt. Yes. Here we go.
Dieter says... So, I've just realised we could have some music. Dieter says, Gary's farting long for the ride. Oh, pardon, I mean tagging.
Yes, I'm getting a new chair soon, so my chair won't make this noise anymore, I hope.
Oh, yeah, because it's your birthday in March, isn't it?
Yeah, end of March.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Crunk even had his own theme song. Bum?
That's put Feeding the Ducks on because I haven't uploaded the other songs onto it.
Amelia says Crunk even had his own theme song.
Yeah. I like Disney.
Mikey.
They should do Disney models.
Mikey.
What?
Who's Crunk? Who's Crunk?
It's a character in Emperor's New Groove. It's a Disney film.
Oh, right. Okay. Thanks.
Okay.
Right then. Yeah. Crunk, he was in Emperor's New Groove. Character in a Disney film.
He was.
How
did you know that?
I haven't seen the film, but I'm aware of it now.
I've got to do the tricky decal now.
Or tricky decal sticker.
Yeah. Oh
Next.
boy. Yes. Don't mention the like button.
Don't mention the like button. I mentioned it earlier, but I think I got away with it.
Alright, let's get on with that one.
It says, I'm really getting a punk out of you two. I'm not quite sure where that's going. Julian, Kunk kick every trip doesn't quite have the same ring to it as the original road safety advert. Oh my.
That'd be horrible.
Your Shannon Class boat faces are looking well fit for purpose. Nice work. Thank you, Paul.
I need
I
a
think
trade.
your brother's gone face down in a bucket of Coopers.
What I'll have to do is I'll do the long ones off camera because I need a tray of water for them because they're so long. So I'll focus on doing the other ones. Sorry. Feel free to carry on, Gary.
I would do. I'm waiting for the next. Athel says, stencils at last have arrived. So now can paint up salamanders with flaming legs.
Nice.
Hagrid says, yep, a rather simpleton with a lot of muscle power. Good cook and a bit of a naive sod that got his own sequel out of it.
Nice.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Mikey, if you know someone with a 3D printer, there's probably some 3D files.
Probably is. Beast would be pretty cool to do.
Who?
Beast, out of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Well, now, as,
Now,
as,
then, now, then, now,
then,
now.
then, now, then. I have got some 3D print files of some Mickey Mouse and stuff like that, but I'm sure I could be persuaded to search for some more to add to the long list of stuff I've got to print for Mikey.
It's going to end up with just you sending me a big care package like M4H, and
Yes. Oh,
here's a
yes.
box full of models.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
speaking of which, we haven't spoke about M4H for a while on here, have we? We haven't.
No.
So would you like to tell the people about M4H?
Okay. For people that don't know, Models for Heroes is a charitable organisation in the UK that provides modelling equipment and tools free of charge to serving members of His Majesty's Forces, veterans, and members of the blue light community, i.e., police, fire, ambulance, that sort of thing. The organisation relies on donations of kits from various organisations and members of the public, which we do get a hell of a lot of. And since I think we're in our 8th year now, and we have been able to donate over 12,000 kits to the veteran community and the armed forces community and the blue light community. We also have, as a side offering, the supporters club of Models for Heroes, if you like, want to use a sports analogy, which is Friends of Models for Heroes, which is a registered IPMS club, and we go to model shows. We're desperately trying to get more our presence more at model shows, but we don't have an events manager at the moment, and it's very difficult for someone who's got another job in the community to take that on as well. But we go and raise funds for Models for Heroes and that sort of thing. We also have a Discord which members can come along to be a member of Friends of Models for Heroes. It costs £12 a year. And you can have access to our Discord, the chat rooms in there, which are open 24/7, 365 days a year, but then tend to be most popular on a Saturday, UK time, 10 till 4. Yeah, it's just a lovely organisation to be part of. Mikey, before Christmas, did a fundraiser for tools and equipment, because although Models for Heroes gets donated a lot of kits, we don't get much in the way of tools donated for some reason. So Mikey did this fantastic charity fundraiser, where initially he set the target quite low and then had to continually keep putting the target up. And what was it you raised?
£1,410.
£1,400. Yeah, in about 2 or 3 weeks, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It wasn't very long. Yeah, and that money's gone to, or is in the process of being transferred across to Models for Heroes. And then Malcolm Childs, who runs Models for Heroes, will be able to buy tools and equipment, cutting mats, knives, snippers, all sorts of things. So that's really good. So that's what we do, and Mike is a beneficiary of Models for Heroes. I'm a volunteer for Models for Heroes. Yeah. But enough of that. Let's go back to the chat.
Yeah.
Hagrid says, when the live members are making a pun out of what of you, we can now say you've been punked. Sonic says, good one, Dieter. Julian says, what like button, Duke? Oh, you mean the like button, that one, the button that used to be like but is now known as symbol. Jeter says, Gary, I was talking about Kronk. Yeah. The Prince button, Julian, says Sonic. Athel says, Mikey, presume you mean the original Beast from the Underground in New York. We used to watch that series. Linda Hamilton was in it before she went to Terminator. Did Terminator, wasn't she? Sonic says, the button formerly known as like, lol. and I think the Beast was played by Ron Perlman. Duke says, Gary, what do you use to glue your resin? CA glue? Super glue? I do, sir. I use super glue. Julian says, lol, Sonic, that's the one. Right of the dis symbol. Paul says, oh, right, the like button. The like button for Cusco. I don't know what you're talking. I'm getting into stuff I don't know here. The like button specifically chosen to kill Cusco. Cusco's like button. Kronk. Who the freaking hell is Kronk? George is here. Hello, all.
Hi, George.
Hello, George. Hagrid says, I'm a friend of Models for Heroes and supporter, as well as a regular contributor and member of the Dutch Foundation Scale Models for Vets. Yes, one of the very, very interesting things about Models for Heroes is we are starting to see some spin-offs in other countries. Models for Vets runs on a similar sort of basis in the Netherlands that Models for Heroes does in the UK. So... yeah,
well, that's nice. How Models for Heroes started, wasn't it? It was a spin-off of it's another version of the American one. Because I remember Malcolm talked about it. He saw the American one and thought, and said to him, would it be okay if we set up something similar over here?
They were like, yeah. DP with Baby Cakes, thank you very much for your kind donation of $19.99. A little something to help the vets. That's very much appreciated, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hobby Time says, hi, guys.
What? Hi, guys. Hi, Hobby Time, even.
Duke says, that might be another sticker, Julian. Oh, my goodness.
What's that? What did I miss?
I don't know. There's been I don't know whether there's something to do with Kronk or I don't know. Hagrid says, retiring officer firefighter, so part of the blue light vets in a way. Absolutely you are.
Yes.
Absolutely you are, sir. Sonic says, by George. Hello, George. Sonic says, hi, Hobby Time. DP with Baby Cake says, hi, everyone. Hi. Hobby Time says, hi, DJ. Athol says, Baby Cakes, good morning, hen. Sonic says, thanks, Baby Cakes. Respect. Yeah, total respect. Very generous, Baby Cakes, says Julian. Athol says, hi, Hobby Time. TBG says, hi, at DP with Baby Cakes. That's why I nearly choked on a Werther's original then. George says, hey, Sonic. Baby Cake says, morning, Athol. Hobby Time says, hi, Athol. Baby Cake says, you're welcome. Thank you very much, Ed. Tiff, Kronk is from the Emperor's New Groove. Apparently so, Tiff. Julian says, hi, Hobby Time. Hobby Time says, hi, James. TBG says, hi, Hobby Time. Hobby Time says, hi, Julian. Julian says, hi, George. Baby Cake says, hi, Sonic. Hi, Tiff. Jim says, hi, babe, with Baby Cakes. Bravo! So very generous, Baby Cakes. Yes, very generous. Hagrid says, sticker idea. You know when you've been cunked when you made a pun in the live stream. John says, just starting my day. Baby Cake says, Julian, hi. Hi. Baby Cake says, hi, Jim. DJ Sonic says, Kronk sounds like something from a rap hip-hop video. I would not know. TBG says, hi, George. Jim says, hey there, George. Hobby Time. Oh, I must have caught up.
Yes, you have. Thanks for that, Gaz.
No problem. You get a chance to do your decals. And I get a chance to read the comments. Sonic says, me and Julian must be the biggest cunks in here then. Baby Cake says, wish I could do more, but I'm on a fixed income due to a broken ankle. Well, I hope your broken ankle gets better soon. and don't worry about such things. Every penny is important to us.
Yeah.
Jim says Quonk sounds like the name of a caveman. Yes, I remember you. I used to watch Captain Caveman when I was a kid.
Do you know?
Baby
So
Kate
did I.
says hi TBG. Say again.
I used to watch that as well.
Maybe my kids watched it and I watched it with them then.
Yeah. Well, it was out in the
says-
70s and 80s, wasn't it?
TBG says hi Jim. I think I said earlier. Can't remember. Lord. Oh my God. Hagrid says Cronky Wonky Telly Belly Chili Vanilli. Hey, look who's here.
Hey, it's Marley. The very red-faced and embarrassed Marley.
Just surfaced from a bottle of Cooper's, have you?
Hello. Sorry I'm late, but I had a wonderful time.
Good for you.
Good.
Athol says, by gum, Gary, showing his age by usage of his TV viewing. Hey, I can remember watching things like Pogle's Wood. Now, if anyone remembers that, you're doing well.
Gary remembers Watch with Mother the first time round.
I used to watch Watch with Mother.
There we go. I used to have it on video when I was a kid.
Baby Cape says, hi, Hagrid. Jim says, so glad you could join us, Mr. Marley.
You say that now.
Julian
So,
says,
what
"Oi, speak for yourself." Julian says, "Oi, speak for yourself, Sonic. I reached my quota of cunkage some time ago. I'm behaving now. Not that there's much difference, granted."
In my true style, I thought I'd put the top of this on backwards.
You're gonna have to do a model now where parts are all backwards and things like that. Like the biggest obvious part is backwards.
Well,
Athol
maybe.
says, "Happy birthday to you, John, for the 1st of Feb."
Oh, thank you.
I did see actually a picture of a model, a plane yesterday, John, that would work perfect for that if you could find them all for it. It was the, I think it's the B-36 Peacemaker or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I saw that. Yeah.
The wings were at the back of it.
Yeah.
The engines on the back of the wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think.
No,
Yeah,
the wings were at the back of the fuselage as well.
I said, what if I think it was Bob Rutan designed the Peacemaker.
Pacemaker?
Yeah. Well, what can I say?
It's a huge, huge airplane.
Yeah. Hobby Time says, hi, Jim. DP says, hi, Mikey. Hi, John. Hi, Gary. Hi, DP.
Hello.
Hello.
Deed says, hey, baby cakes. Ooh, Deed, you smoothie. Paul says, it's backwards again. Even plays country songs backwards.
Yeah. Get your house back, you get your wife back, you get your dog back.
Don't you diss country songs? Don't you be dissing country songs?
Hey, I like country music. I've got a playlist of country music that I like on my
Well,
YouTube channel.
I listen to Absolute Radio Country quite a lot.
Well, if you go onto my YouTube channel page, if you go on the playlist bit, there's different playlists of the songs that I like when I'm modelling and things. So some that are like relaxing, some are motivational talks, some are country music and things.
And diggy holes in there somewhere.
No, it's not. But I do have Celtic music and Welsh music in there.
Oh, I've got going a bit back in time. I've got a CD collection of chill out Celtic music, which I've ripped to an MP3.
Ooh,
Getting all, yeah.
Getting all down with the kids.
Yeah. Putting out on
I've got
backwards.
I've got CDs behind me.
I'll put start wearing me baseball cap backwards and pulling me jeans down under me bum cheeks.
Well, you do usually keep your baseball cap next to you. John says, been years since I put a model together. Hey, no better time to start.
Exactly.
The modeling world is good right now.
Yeah. Come in. The water's fine.
Ian says, Captain Caveman.
That's it.
There you go. Very,
Thank
very
you.
trendy, Gary.
Captain Caveman. Hong Kong Fooey.
Yeah, I remember Hong Kong Fooey.
Hong Kong Fooey, #1 super guy.
Space Ghost, I remember.
Space Ghost.
Oh, that's God, what was that called? Oh, I can't remember. It was like a lawyer. Paul knows. He'll tell me.
Banana Man.
No, it's just like yeah.
Oh,
You're thinking
Captain. Oh, Birdman. Lawyer at large.
Oh, you see. No idea what you're talking about, John. Hagrid says, happy birthday to you.
yeah. By the end of the
Says,
stream,
"Couple."
27. What are they? Yeah. So
Hagrid says, happy birthday to you.
trying to catch up. The rails. It says some of them. Sea grey for all the railing.
Yeah.
Whatnot.
Hagrid says, happy birthday, Mr. Smalley. Hagrid says, happy birthday to you. Julian says, John's late because he's been researching the construction and operation of World War I aircraft.
Oh, yeah, I learned a lot.
And Hagrid says they made a B-17 inverted wings version too, lol.
Yeah.
Hobby time, 6 turning, 4 burning, the B-36. Yeah.
Oh, and in case you're wondering, the fock is still focked.
He's not taking it off yet.
No, I think I'm thinking about waiting till next week's stream and just say, well, this is where we were, where we left it last time. But I don't know. Do people want to see me put it back the other way around, or will I do that off screen? Answer in the comments.
What you should do is just leave it like that.
Don't forget, it's got to be on SitRep this Sunday.
Yeah, I've not uploaded any photos yet, but they will certainly be there.
There we go. June says, happy birthday, John and Paul. It's not the birthday for 12 minutes.
No, you're right, but yeah.
TBD says he's been researching backwards. He started modern day and gone back. Paul Marley says, thanks, Julian. Sonic says, got that song from Three of a Kind stuck in my head now. Dieter, Hobby Time and 2 Unaccounted For, if I remember, by my B36 history. Yeah. Julian, country song backwards, you get your house back, wife back, kids back, car back, and it stops raining. Yes. Dieter, not to mention how they went from a huge single wheel over tracks to the final multi-wheeled main landing gear. Yeah. Hobby Time says, yes, definitely. Julian, Kung Kong Fooey, laugh out loud.
Kung Kong Fooey.
No, Kung Kong Fooey.
Yeah, TC and his gang. Yeah, Top Cat.
Yeah.
And Deputy Dog.
Yeah.
Deputy Dog, that was a cartoon series. Yeah, Mighty Boy.
Dieter says, I only ever saw Captain Caveman in French dub. However, Captain Cavern would sound so wrong.
Windy Miller.
Windy Miller.
The Chipmunks.
Yeah.
Oh,
God.
See, it's getting silly.
Yes.
Stop it. It's getting silly.
Julian says, laughing my ass off, Sonic.
Okay,
the better looking Marley says, Harvey Birdman.
Harvey Birdman.
Harvey Birdman, yeah. It's hilarious. Did you get that thing I sent you?
What thing?
Columbus says, just finished the STL for the 5cm pack 38 rounds and uploaded to Cults 3D. Now, since it's 1:40 a.m. time, for me to head off. Have fun with the rest of the stream. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
We're finishing
Thanks
in
for
50
checking
minutes
in.
anyway, Cal. Yeah, thanks for joining
Sonic
us, Cal.
says it's a work of art, that plane.
Oh. Would be
They're
if anybody
very
else built it.
Graham's in and he said, greetings, Earthlings, just popping in over lunch. Greetings to you too, sir. Athol says, hi, Graham. Sonic says, hey, Graham. Duke says, off screen, John, just like it never happened. Baby
Off-screen.
Cake says, hi, Graham. Timmy says, happy birthday for tomorrow to my unks.
Oh, cheers, Timbo.
Ooh, we're on
John says,
22
only
likes now.
paints they had when I started were brand testers. Hobby Time says, stop the pigeon.
I remember that.
Athol says, Yogi Bear and the Boo Boo and the Picnic Basket Thieves. Julian says, reminds me of the
Reminds me of
Magistrate
Magistrate.
Court in Bowie. The builders had the plans the wrong way round and generally built it backwards. Photo on Discord in Meme Wars. Well, there you go.
Oh.
Kevin says, Gary, do those magnifying glasses really work? Yes, they do. Well, what I will say is, in the summer, this band here makes your head get really sweaty.
Yeah.
Peter, I
Because
would
of
leave the
summer
wing like
here.
that.
Yeah, go on.
Deed says, I would leave the wing like that. You did a terrific job getting it mounted so fittingly, John. Hilarious, but very well done.
Well, it's bloody straight. I mean, look at that. Leading edge, trailing edge, matching
Yeah,
perfectly. Like, you know, he's done a good job.
Yeah,
Idiot.
absolutely stunning.
Genuinely had no idea. Because I was looking, all my concentration was the mounting pads, and they're the same, one way around or the other. It's little square pads. So
can't
I
get mine to
honestly
line.
had no idea until just at knockoff time. I moved my hand away and just went, what the?
Well, I watched it back yesterday, John, and at one point you did have it on the right way round.
I know. And then I took it off again and put it on backwards. I know. Oh, I know. I analyze the hell out of myself as well. Oh, God, it was funny, though.
Sonic says, speaking of Stop the Pigeon, haven't seen Penny in here yet. Penny was in earlier.
Yeah.
Duke says, I was on CG Trader yesterday looking for 3D files and saw the old cartoon characters, including Pink Panther and Banana Splits. Oh, my gosh.
What is CG Trader?
3D
Computer
file
graphics.
size.
3D file site.
For printing stuff, is it?
Yeah. Nearly choked. Ian says, nearly choked on my stick. Country music played backwards reminds me of the Jerry Reed song. She got the gold mine, I got the shaft.
It's a very good song by Rascal Flatts called Backwards.
I think
Sounds
my
a little
favourite has
crazy.
to be Garth Brooks's I've Got Friends in Low Places.
Sounds a little crazy and a little bit absurd, but that's what you get when you play a country song backwards.
Sonic says, stick the landing gear on upside down on the roof and make it truly unique just for the hell of it. Try saying that with a mouthful of Werther's original.
You did.
Badly.
What you should do, John, is put a wing walker on it as well.
What? On the underneath?
Yeah, hanging on for life.
Oh my God, John's using a tinny.
I know, it's a old. Well, I'm looking at the blue. So we've got a white. I guess it's a pole that they throw out at people or whatever.
Yeah.
So this one's white, this one's blue. I'm looking at
Billet.
because what I really hate is this Model Air like blue. Oh, I used this once to paint a. Oh, you can see it. To paint a Supermarine S5, And oh my god, my hands! It looked like I was changing the Radisson toilet in a Hercules, and I hadn't done that for many years. Actually, the last time I did that was during the MH370 search and rescue. Like, you know, somebody parked the toilet truck, servicing truck,
The honey wagon.
over the honey pit. So, you know, and it was a weekend, so nobody was there. So, you know, all the Orions, we had, half the thing were, you know, getting full of dookie monsters and stuff like that. And it was like, I called somebody, I said, you know, we need somebody to come out and, you know, I said, the honey truck is parked over the dookie hole. And I tell you what, it was so difficult to get somebody out on the weekend to move the bloody truck. But we got there in the end. So that was the last time I did the yeah, it was a shit job.
And it is the Air Force, so you know,
That's
getting anyone to work on a weekend is difficult.
Yeah, it's 11 years ago now. Yeah.
Athol says, first ever model plane I built was an ME-109 with the wings upside down.
He's having a go at me.
Darren says, hello everyone, just thought I'd drop in on my lunch break.
Ah, Darren, we were speaking about you before,
We
mate.
needed you earlier, but we've sorted it now.
Oh,
Yes.
We had a lifeboat related question.
Yes.
Sonic says, wing walker defying gravity, stuck to the undercarriage upside down, also like a true Aussie. Sonic says, hey Darren. Darren says, hey Sonic. Hagrid says, my English electric lightning started with the wings inverted, so fuel tanks on the bottom and the closed landing gear doors on the top. So glad most retool kits make mistaking yourself less able.
This is true. Do you love that
Oh,
plane?
but was it a mistake or was it art? There you go.
Yeah. Well, this is a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Hagrid says, although...
I tell you what is interesting and puts this build into huge perspective, Gary, is if you go on YouTube and look up lifeboat disasters like Penlee and things like that, what they go through is fucking terrifying. So much more respect for lifeboat crews after seeing
Remind me what
stuff like that.
Penlee was? It was a
Penlee, it was a disaster, a lifeboat disaster. So they went out in this really bad storm, like I think it was force 9 gales or something, or force 11 gales, and this ship had lost power and it was drifting towards the shore. So the lifeboat went out, and the waves were that bad that at one point one wave actually picked up the entire lifeboat and put it onto the deck of the ship.
Oh.
And it was only by sort of rocking it and things like that they were able to get it to slide back off the ship into the water. And they managed to get 4 people off the ship. But then a wave came and they went under the wave and came back out, and the helicopter had to go. And the helicopter crew thought, because they were heading away from the ship, that they decided enough was enough, that they'd done everything they could. So they're going to return to station. Turned out what happened is they'd gone out, sort of re-secured the boat, turned it round and gone back to try and rescue the last 2 people. And as they've gone to do that, the ship and the lifeboat both got smashed on the rocks, and they got destroyed. And all 8 crewmen and the people who were rescuing all unfortunately lost their lives. So yeah, it puts, when you watch it and you watch the footage of some of the rescues and stuff, it really puts it into perspective. Yeah.
Well, you know, it's the same with, as you say, you know, force 9 storm or whatever, everybody else is running for cover and they're going the other way. It's like,
yeah,
same with firemen, isn't it? Everybody's running out of burning buildings and things like that, and these guys are running in.
Yeah.
Can be taken for granted, I think, sometimes. We shouldn't.
Yes. Darren says, nice to be wanted.
Yeah, it was just a question regarding funny enough, this part that I'm doing now, but when I read through and then actually looked at the build, it became obvious what the issue was. There wasn't an issue.
There's a Belgian strip series called The Mini Humans. One episode, see a group of World War II miniaturized people that want to attack the modern ones, and all the equipment had such hilarious flaws. Okay. Darren says, we just do what we need to do. Yeah, exactly. The problem is what you need to do is bloody terrifying. You know, if I was brave enough to go out to sea, then yeah, I'd be a completely different person. Yeah, a lot of respect for the lifeboats. DT says, like a P-51 that had the prop mounted backwards, so the pilot had to fly tail first. Blenheim that fell apart in mid-flight. Yeah. Tim says there's a wild video of RHIB Rib trying to back alongside an Anzac frigate in sea state. Effed scary. Yeah. Well, there's there's a series called Lifeboat that I was watching. It's from the early 90s. And it was, what was it, Gary? Salcombe Lifeboat.
Salcombe, yeah.
There was a freight ship or cargo ship or something that they got called out to in the middle of the storm, and they actually show you the footage because they had cameras on the boat at the time. All you can see is this massive ship, and all you see is the lifeboat coming. You're going towards it, and you see the ship disappear below the waves, but it's not. It's actually the lifeboat on the crest of a wave with the ship below it, and then next minute it's the opposite way round. That's how big the waves were. And they ended up managed to get a tow rope they managed to get a tow rope from the ship to the lifeboat, and the lifeboat stayed on station for 2 hours, pulling this massive container ship away from the rocks, and literally using everything it had just to keep it away from the rocks long enough for a tugboat to come and pull it away. It was mad. And the first time they tried to attach it was on the safer side, is the side where the ship was leaning away from, but they couldn't get the cable between the two, so they had to go on the side underneath the ship, so the ship was leaning on top of them, coming up and down above them as they were attaching the cables. It's like, Jesus wept. Sonic says, highest on the scale is 12, I think. I'm sure a while ago they were going to increase it to 15 or something because of weather's tendency to get even worse. Yeah. Dieter, Italian two-seater when the engine broke free, the back-seaters bolted it, and the engine flew off as he bolted the frame too tight. And so on. There you go. And so on. And he says, 1.6 even DJ Sonic. Although I did find the 1/3 rifles one. I've got them. I've got the 1/3 rifles. I've got an M4 and an M16. Graham says, got a meeting to dial into, I'm afraid. Have fun and happy birthday for tomorrow, John.
Cheers.
Thanks for being here.
Darren says, I feel the same way about the people in the military. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't think we were that brave. I didn't find it that scary.
No.
I mean, at first, for like the first couple of days, when you get the first couple of attacks, it's scary, but then you sort of get used to it. Sonic says, Beaufort scale or something like that. Beaufort scale. Yeah. Right. It is 30 seconds to 2 hours.
Teeth.
Yes.
I feel like I haven't achieved that much this session.
You haven't. Funnily enough.
Okay.
So,
Half a can.
Gary, what have you achieved?
What have I achieved? Well, look, excuse me. We'll take these off. I have done a lot of colouring in on the sprue for all the railings. Yep. I have built up the mast, all that, and I'm just busy painting that at the moment. And I've read a lot of comments out.
Yeah, you have. thank you for your help today, guys. It's been much
No, it's
appreciated.
been a pleasure because it gets me used to doing it for when I do it on my own on the
Yes.
Friends of Models Heroes channel
Which you're going to be doing soon.
in the near future. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll go to mine next because we all want to see John putting stuff on backwards. So yeah, there you go. Put the numbers on top and done the decals on that side, except from the long decals. So it's Real Lifeboat, and it's Royal National Lifeboat, Anthony Kenneth Hurd.
There you go.
There you go.
Did he?
And having
Good
seen
job
the
on
way
that.
some of the waves come in on Rill Beach, next to Rill Beach, yeah, it's impressive. I wouldn't mind going down there to have a look at the lifeboat one day.
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Right, John, what have you achieved, old boy?
Yeah, I haven't done that
Time
much.
available.
I've painted that pole blue poles. It was Jackson Pollock, work of art. Yeah, and that's about it. So I think because I'm behind, off camera, I believe I'll paint the bottom of the hull black, and I can wait till next week. How do you think, or do you think I should catch up a bit more? What do you reckon, boys?
Entirely up to you, buddy.
Yeah.
I think I'll paint the rest of the hull black and the rubber around the edge, and then
Yeah.
as for the rails and everything else, I'll do that next week.
Okay.
Cool.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So we've got a few more comments in. Paul Marley has put a birthday cake.
Yes, because it's our birthday right now. In fact, in about a minute, it'll be my birthday because he's 4 minutes older than me. So there we go. Just clicked over, so that it's my birthday now too.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday
there
to
you
you. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah,
Happy birthday
birthday.
to Marley.
Copyrighted. June says, Darren, that's what all those who fought in World War II said. All people are selfless. Say something similar. Respect to you all.
Yeah, but I've met some of the military people I've worked with, and I don't think they were cut out for it myself. But a lot of them were. Some, I think just remember the negativity.
I think war is more weird than scary because it just really weird stuff happens when you stuff. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I remember being stood outside of Sangha one day, and I was talking to this officer, and as I looked up behind him, all I saw was this, the big Chinese rockets that they used to fire us, like 13 foot long.
Yeah.
All I saw was one of them flying through the air. I was like, what the hell? And then I shouted for everyone to get in cover. I dove into cover, and he was just stood there like, what are you shouting that for? Next minute, the attack alarms went off, and it exploded on the ground.
Oh, I do like it. So yeah.
It's just one of those things. I was just talking to him, and I just saw it like a white pencil going through the air, going past. And I was like, that's a rocket, that.
My favourite time was they had a drill for a rocket attack, so they had the bass big voice going off.
Yeah,
and they couldn't silence it for 3 days.
Another memory is when they were skimming the roads around outside our workshop because they were digging a new road, and I've said this before, but me and my mate were in a vehicle park working on Land Rover, and this military police guy came and went into the portal loop that was right next to the road. And literally, as you come out the road, it's like a 2-foot drop out of it. And on the tannoy, it said that there was going to be a practice of a test of the IDF alarm system, but he didn't hear that bit. And next minute, the IDF alarm went off. So next minute, all he sees the door flying open on this portal loop, and this Royal Military Police guy jumping out and landing face first in the middle of the road with his trousers around his ankles. Laughing.
The worst experience I ever had was, I think one day we ran out of milk in the tower.
Bastard. War is hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I didn't see much of it.
Yeah.
I managed to be doing something else at the time.
Well, one of the funniest ones was we were under attack, and I was laying on the ground in cover, and all I could hear is this voice saying, because I could see they had like this concrete block to line the sides of the road, and there's loads of Iraqi blokes trying to hide behind it because they could hear the explosions and things coming in. And all I could hear in my head was, get up and move them. I was like, I was trying to know it, I was getting louder and louder. And in the end, I was like, fuck it. Got up, sprinted across them, grabbed as many of them as I could by their shirts, dragged them over the wall and ran across the road with them and sort of chucked them down against the workshop. And then I carried on running and dived into the trench behind the office. Like literally just ran and then just jumped. And luckily, I jumped far enough to land the other side of the other end of the trench, sat on a sandbag. Because all the lads were already in the trench, and I'd literally jumped over the top of them all without realising. And I just pulled out a sandwich and started eating.
Brown adrenaline.
And then I took my helmet off, and there's a bloody shrapnel slice across the back of my helmet cover. There's a bloody bomb explosions. I was like, ooh, that was close. And they were all looking at me like, what the hell's that? All we hear is thud, 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 thud. And I saw some black object coming flying over the top of us.
Yeah, wow.
I was like, yeah.
It was the lesser spotted Mikey.
I was a lot fitter back then. Yeah, that was quite funny, that one. Because I literally just landed and then pulled my sandwiches out of my pocket. Because we'd just been to pick up the packed lunches from the cookhouse. I was just sat there eating my sandwiches in this trench with all these explosions going off. It was very strange. Sorry, Athol says 13:01. Mikey's in overtime. Yep. Sorry, I went on a ramble then. Sonic says 30 seconds. Don't panic. Don't panic. Duke, happy birthday, John and Paul.
They don't like it up them, sir.
And Paul says, is it finished yet, John?
No, there's still 11 hours and 1 minute.
Darren says, thumbs up, Julian. Sonic, legend has it that Mr. Marley's lifeboat goes backwards. Actually, the Shannons can go backwards very well. Darren says, happy birthday, Marley twins. Julian,
yes.
Mikey, if you go over 2 hours, does modders get overtime rates a hobnob and a half?
No, because she was late today.
Sonic says 2 hobnobs on Sundays. Jim, happy birthday to Marley twins. Huzzah. Sonic,
Cheers,
many happy returns to the Marley twins. TVG, happy birthday twins. Julian, that'll be why there's no live stream on Sundays. Bar Tiff's own Sonic. There we go. Paul says, thanks, Jim. Thanks, Sonic. Thanks, TVG. And thanks, Darren. And thanks, Duke. Ian says, happy birthday to the Marley twins.
Okay, he has to go again now.
Julian says, Mikey had shrapnel in his helmet. That has to sting.
Just missed the eye, did it?
Yeah. George says, just got back to my desk at work, and one of my co-workers had a couple already on my desk waiting for me when I got back. Nice.
That co-worker's a keeper.
Sonic says, we're going to go into penalties at this rate. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So, yeah.
That polite way of saying, get off.
Yeah. Paul says, thanks, Ian. So, yeah, happy birthday to Paul and not John. He turned up late. He didn't get a happy birthday.
Yeah.
Even Paul was here before you.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah, that's what Mum said.
And she never recovered. The size of that head, she never recovered.
Yeah, well, apparently I was born ass first, but they didn't know. They couldn't tell.
A bit like your Fokker then.
Yeah.
Sonic says, shrapnel in the helmet. I'm crossing my legs here. It actually happened twice, that. Because there's another time where I was unloading some scrap metal off the back of it, or onto the back of a truck. And the alarm
with your
went
penis?
off. No. And the alarm didn't go off. I don't think the alarm went off. And we could hear these explosions coming in. And we thought, oh, that's strange. Next minute, the alarm goes off. And then we could hear these explosions getting closer and closer. So me and my mate went, bugger this, we're getting the trench around the back. So we sprinted round the back. And again, as I was running, all I felt was a thud on the back of my helmet. I thought, geez Christ. Got in the trench, and again took my helmet off, and just the bloody helmet cover was cut. I was like, ooh, that was a bit close. But that one was literally, you had the lip around the bottom of the helmet.
No.
On the
Well,
bottom
he
edge
had
of
a
the
different
helmet.
helmet, didn't he?
Yeah, you had a little lip around it.
Yeah.
It was literally an inch from the bottom of the helmet.
Oh
where it
my
hit.
god.
So, and if it'd been an inch lower, or if I'd had my head down any further, it'd have gone into the top of my spine.
Hmm.
Sonic says, "Ouch." Duke says, "Is the stream finished yet?" Ha ha ha. Yes. Julie says, "Laugh out loud, Sonic." And Julie says, "Look, Mum, no hands." Very good. Right, yeah, we're done. We've had enough of you, John. Right, we shall be back on Monday at 12 o'clock.
Backwards.
Gary, you put your hands up again.
Oh.
Where you were, right? Because you got no fuzz now around the back, because your hands are covering it. It looks like your head is completely bald, like a football. You suit bald, being bald. Right. Let's go. See you Tuesday, 12 o'clock. Be here. Bye.
Oh, I thought you said Monday.